welcome to this new video about Kerbal Space Program. Last time we have launched a satellite up in the sky, and today we are going to orbit the moon. I already played, I'm gonna be honest, I already played a bit off cam, and I didn't shoot any satellite up, but I just did some small missions to gain some money. So I gained around 250,000, as you can see at the top in a second. Yeah, there you can see at the top. I've gained a bit money, and I was just doing simple missions, like doing stuff at the launch pad, or being splashed down, or just in general simple missions. And now I wanna make sure I have enough money to be able to orbit the moon. And orbiting the moon is, like I said, we have the maneuver mode node module now, so it's pretty easy to get an orbit around the moon now. The only tricky thing we have to watch out for is what parts we will use on our rocket, because this is like I said, it's gonna be probably a permanent stay there. So my main goal is to probably get to the moon there first, and yeah, without hesitating, let's get straight into it. Oh, and what just came into my mind. I actually did gain some signs, I'm gonna be honest, but they were all from the missions. They were like a little bonus, so I didn't spend them yet, so I wanted to do that together with you guys. And yeah, the question is, what are we gonna buy? And there's a lot to buy, but I don't know what yet, so let's go through the things here. So most likely I'm gonna get the heavy rocketry one, because yeah, it does have some quite good engines which we can use, so let's buy that. Alright, so this is our first rocket prototype. It's just something basic, simple I made. I hope it's not too tall, it will tip over. That's why I added some wings at the bottom here. But oh well, let's call this the Coffee Moon Rocket 1. I'm running out of names, okay? Yeah. So yeah, let's save this rocket and let's try it for launch. Alright, so here we are. It's a bit dark, but hopefully that'll get fixed once we fly up. So yeah, I hope everything's connected right, and let's launch this. Alright, so we just got our orbit. It's not really stable, but that's fine. As you can see, our Coffee Rocket 5 wasn't doing so good either. But yeah, we're learning. So now we need to target the moon. And by that, we can now try getting an apoapsis with it, or like getting contact with it. And since the apoapsis is the highest point, we can actually save some fuel already. We can actually start from periapsis. So if we just drag this here, as you can see, we're not using as much fuel, but we're still getting into moon. And there we go, there's our moon encounter. Might be a bit low, but yeah, we can fix it anytime. So this will be a 700 meters per second delta-v journey, and we have 1.3k, so we should still be good with around 600 meters per second left to acquire an orbit. So yeah, let's skip time and Hope for the best. Alright, so we're not quite in line because it doesn't show that we're in an orbit now. But if we just fix it by a little bit, there we go, we should have an encounter. There we go, there it is. Perfect, it's that. Alright, so I skipped a few days and looks like we're having a straight orbit now. Which is pretty good actually. So now we can focus the view on the moon and set our periapsis. Add a maneuver node and let's slow down the orbit here. I really hope this is enough delta V that we have. Ooh, it's really close. Thank God we have it. Alright, nice. There's the blue target point at the bottom here. That's our target point, and there we need to aim to be able to get into that orbit. So yeah. Alright, so here we are. An atmosphere of moon. So now let's skip for a few seconds. There we go. We have officially orbited the moon. Now that we are in orbit of the moon, we can actually do constant experiments. Well, we can do an EVA. No, we cannot. Astronaut complex upgrade required. Alright, so now that we have our orbit, we complete our mission, and now we got some money, and with that money we can upgrade our astronaut complex. Here, Kerbals can perform EVAs. There we go, we upgraded that now. Resource transfer available. I don't know what that is, but let's be curious, so let's just buy it. So let's see what missions we have. Alright, so this is more like a quest we can do when we're actually heading home. We're not heading home with that, we're just gonna stay in orbit with it, since it's kinda a satellite now, and I accidentally put a human in it. So we got some basic here, where we just have to be landed, so let's accept all of those. So let's go back to the tracking station, go to our Coffee Moon Rocket 1, and transfer some data. There we go, we just completed a mission. Alright, so if you did saw, I accepted like 4 or 5 missions where we just have to do stuff at the launch pad, and yeah, I'm just gonna do this really quick so we can get some money, and yeah, I'm just gonna time warp through this because it's really nothing special. There we go, so we just completed all 4 missions. As you can see here, it's all green, so yeah, let's just recover the vessel. Alright, perfect. We didn't get much of it. Alright, so we got some new missions, also some again at the launch site, so yeah, let's accept those. Alright, so I just discovered a mission, which is explore the moon, where we basically have to go on an orbital spacewalk near the moon and get back from it, so we need to have enough fuel to head back to Kerbin. And I think this is actually quite possible. What we're gonna do is take the same rocket we had last time and just put some more fuel in it so we can return to Kerbin. So yeah, let's accept that. Perfect. Alright, so I just noticed something which I'm gonna do from now on. So I'm actually gonna put all spacecrafts that I will create down below, so you can download them and insert them in your own world. It doesn't work if you don't have the parts unlocked yet, but if you are in sandbox mode or already have unlocked them, you can use them as a template to get to the moon, or wherever you want to go. So yeah, I'm just gonna put them down in the description below, and yeah, I'll probably upload a video, like a tutorial, how to really insert them into your Kerbal Space Program game. Yeah, I'll probably upload the next day after this video was uploaded, since I'm trying to do daily uploads, and yeah. Alright, so we just got an orbit again for the moon, and I already planned some maneuvers here. So once we enter the moon's atmosphere, like gravitational influence, we're going to instantly boost and make a really sharp turn, not landing, just a really sharp turn around the moon, because on moon's lower gravitational effect we can get some experiments, and they may be high value of science because, like I said, we weren't here before. So yeah, it's definitely worth a try. And yeah, so our orbit after that will be this huge circle, but we should pretty much get back with that, I hope. And yeah, let's hope for the best. Perfect. Now we have a perfect close approach to the moon and can do some science experiments there. So now our original mission here, explore the moon, go on an orbital spacewalk near the moon. So let's go on EVA. And here we are. Yeah, I just noticed we have to be in an actual orbit. So yeah, I didn't read that, so let's try fixing that if we have enough fuel. Orbit. Perfect. Now we are in the orbit of the moon, and while we are close here we can go on a spacewalk, take a quick EVA report which will give us 24 science, wrap back onto here and conduct all of our science experiments. 75 science if we get this back. This is a huge amount for us, so we definitely need to get this back. 36 science on the barometer, 24 science on the temperature scan. I really wonder what the goo will give us. 30 science. How about the crew report? 15 science as well. And wow, that is really stunning. So I would say let's get this all back to Earth, but before we do that, let's make a save really quick. Perfect as that. We can now skip time a bit. Now we can make another maneuver at our periapsis, which will give us a good orbit for the Earth. And we might land in the dark, but that doesn't really matter anymore. Alright, so is there anything else we can do? Sadly not. And look at the Earth there. Such a beautiful planet. Let's move our rocket to our depending position that we need to go to. Alright. So now we just skip some time. And full thrust. Not really full thrust, but just thrust in general. Alright, let's see. And we should be good to go. Perfect. So now, let's exit the moon's influence. Bye moon, bye bye. We could possibly already separate our huge fuel tank, but I'm actually scared that we will change our orbit because of that, and might even actually end up not having a stable orbit. So I want to risk that. I want to decouple it once we enter the atmosphere. Yeah, I think I'm gonna decouple it now, because nothing can really happen anymore. Well, let's just be sure and go into the atmosphere. There we go. Now we can decouple it. And yeah, now let's hope for Bill Kerman to return safely. So it might be heading nose down, which is actually not great. So I'm trying to like somehow make us stop, like turn around, because we actually need to slow down. Alright, we've stood the atmosphere, and there's the clouds below us. I think the spinning that I did here was quite helpful. Slow us down. Now we can deploy our parachutes. Perfect. Well, Kerman will probably, with a high chance, land safely on Kerbin after we have done a close-up check on the moon. Alright, 10 meters above the surface. Let's hope nothing goes wrong. Perfect. Now recover the vessel before something goes wrong, because that's the worst I want now. Look at all that. That is a total of 220 science, which now allows us to have almost 300 science with us. We can unlock 3 whole upgrades with that. Flight control, and after that the advanced flight control, because with the advanced flight control we unlock the MacJet features maneuver, which will allow us to basically plan and have autopilot over maneuvers, which is obviously a good factor, of course. I'd say let's buy flight control, then advanced flight control. The only thing we need now is the command module, which has a crew capacity of 3. And with that, we should be good to go to make our first landing on the moon. And yeah, actually buy the landing one, because yeah, it gives us a better landing strut and a launch escape system if in case something gets wrong. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's basically a launch escape system. Like if something goes wrong at the start of the launch, we can use this to save our crew and land back safely, even though the rocket mainly crashes. So yeah, it will be very useful. But for us not, since we can really revert the flight. But in a hard mode, this would be really useful. Alright, so just to have this off the list, I'm probably gonna get aviation, because we might actually start building planes and maybe SSTOs, which are signal stage to orbit planes, and with that we can do pretty good rendezvous missions and resupply missions and all that. So yeah, let's get that one. Now that we got that, we got full access to buy our landing here and full access to aerodynamics. I might go to advanced construction with our last points, because it just gives us way more options to design a rocket. And yeah, I'm probably gonna take this one, so let's take that. Alright, perfect. So I got some small missions here, which I'm gonna do easily off camera again to get some money. I don't want to really put it in the video, because yeah, it's just a random waste of time. So yeah, and we actually got a quite difficult challenge here, which is rendezvousing 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. Of course this is possible right now because we got MacJet 2, so we're definitely gonna try that. Yeah, we need docking ports for that, so I don't think if we can do that yet. Let's check really quick. Do we have docking ports unlocked? We don't. We need 90 more signs. Yeah, we definitely need this docking port. Without that we are not able to get that. I'm gonna accept this offer for now, since it's a never expiring mission, so yeah, should be pretty easy. And here is our mission, that mission we have been waiting for, and we have 10 years time for that, which is planting a flag on the moon. Yeah, you guys, you know what the next mission for next episode is. So we did a lot with the moon today. We sent out 2 rockets in total, and tomorrow we're gonna send out 1 single rocket, which is gonna land on the moon. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next episode where we'll be set foot on moon. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you next episode. Bye bye.